up, guys? Paramoto here. How are you guys doing today? Today I am doing just fantastic. Welcome to Vlog Thursday. Guys, if you like my content and you like my videos, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure that bell notification's on so you can be abreast of every single new video that comes up on the channel. Basically how 2020 is going. We're just stuck behind some dummy going 20 under the speed limit. This is a perfect analogy for how 2020 is going. What is this? Oh, V-Strom. I know not everybody's year is going great. I know it's been a hard year for a lot of us, and not everybody's year is going great. I hope you guys are having the best time you can in this ridiculous, just ridiculous year that we have going on so far. The V-Strom likes it. Oh, so fun. Not today, V-Strom, not today. Man, I hope your guys' 2020 is going all right. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Mine has kind of sucked. I just got news just the other day that one of my old childhood friends tried to kill herself. Like, it's crazy at this point in my life. It's like I'm always waiting for another death notification. I've had another friend kill themselves. I've had a couple of friends overdose and die within the last couple of years. And it's just like, it's always something, you know. I just feel like an old grandma that's just like, well, another one of my friends died today, you know. And it's always something. Life is rough for a lot of people, you know. And it's not even just like all the stuff going on right now. It's just kind of been generally like, it seems like a lot of people have had a hard shake this year, and you know, they're not doing so hot. You know, I guess you just gotta try to check in with your people and just keep up with your people and make sure everybody's doing good. I tell you what, it's a terrible feeling getting a call like, hey, just so you know, one of your friends died, or like, hey, just so you know, one of your friends tried to kill themselves. Now they're at the hospital. Like, oh, great, cool. Another one, huh? Actually, I had the opportunity to talk to her, and I ended up calling her a dumbass, but she tried to kill herself with a 22, and it's just like, come on. A 22 is not going to kill you today. A 22 is not the way to go. Like, not to give you hints or anything like that, but you're going to end up a vegetable. You're not going to end up dead. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy to have that conversation and be thinking and talking like that, you know? And it's almost getting normal for me now how many times my friends have tried to do something like that, or crazy last, you know, 5 to 10 years, to be honest with you. Looking back today, I graduated high school, like, you know, I think 14 years ago now. So it's like, I guess I'm just kind of in that age range where, you know, bad things start happening more frequently to people. Like, it used to be like you graduate high school and like every once in a while you'd hear about one of your friends dying. Like, it was just like I had a friend get shot 11 times. And that was like kind of like out of the norm. That was like a year or two after high school, like 2007-ish, I think. And then like now it just seems like every 6 months or so it's like, oh, one of your friends tried to kill themselves, or one of your friends overdosed. But I guess that's all part of the fun and games of being from Ohio. You know, Ohio's a rough place to be from, man. Like, there's a lot of economic depression, a lot of bad things going on, and oh my God. I'm not going to judge because she's out here walking, but how do you let yourself get like that? This is just rough, man. It's a rough time for a lot of people. Just adult life, man. Adult life is hard. Very serious stuff goes on when you become an adult. Jeez! I suggest staying a kid as long as you possibly can. Man, if I can go back to being like 18 years old or something, man, I would make some different decisions, I'll tell you that much. My life is good. I have a good job. I have a great girlfriend. Probably gonna make her my wife one day. You know, there's a lot of good things in my life, and I wouldn't change too much. I'd definitely change some things. I'd probably go to school. Actually, I should say I would probably stay in school. Oh man, I just had to pick up a new controller from Target because my PS4 controller just stopped working randomly. It's really annoying to have one controller. I was literally playing video games earlier with my controller plugged into the PlayStation with a cord that's like that long, right up against like a 65-inch TV. It was crazy. Yeah, so back to adulting. I'll be honest with you. I think like the absolute best advice I can give to somebody coming up, like a kid right now, is stay the F away from heroin. Oh my gosh. Like, if I ever had a kid and he started doing heroin and like I got like a call to the hospital to like come pick his pick his dumb ass up after he overdosed or something, I would probably literally beat the living crap out of him. Just like haul him up and just start wailing on him. A nurse would have to go get a doctor. Doctor, we're gonna need you in room 2. Like, I thought I just discharged him. Yeah, you're gonna need to come look at this kid again. So I got this friend, right, that's doing podcasts now, and he had a brother and his father that actually suffered from addiction to heroin and whatnot. And man, their stories are just, it's like heart-wrenching. Like, it really changed the way that I thought about like addicts and everything like that. That hurts to say addicts, like it's such a rough word. People that abuse heroin for a long time, you know? He's talking about how many tries it legitimately took him. Like, you're talking about quitting heroin is like 20, 30 tries. Like, it's a long road. And it was really eye-opening when he was talking about it. The podcast name is East Coast Blender. If anyone wants to go check it out, he's on basically every social medias there is. If you want to check out his podcast, it's actually pretty good. He's a longtime friend of mine. He's a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's a great guy. But in that podcast where they were talking about addiction and everything, they brought up how many attempts it really took him to quit heroin. And it was like, you're talking about like solid, like good old Boy Scout attempts. You're talking about like 10 plus. And then like all like the half-ass ones that you do just when you do like are thinking that you want to quit but then you don't. You're talking about 20, 30 attempts, and it's just like, man, was it eye-opening. Because I've always been in the mind where it's just like, like addicts want to be addicts, whatever, you know, they do them and I don't really care. It's that hard to get off of it. You're talking about somebody with all the support system in the world takes 10 tries to get off that crap. You know, that's pretty serious, man. That's very serious. I'm still in public safety. I still deal with heroin addicts, and it's like up until like a month ago I was still just like, another heroin overdose. I don't want to do it. Now it's just like, I feel for them. I really do. There are some people that really enjoy the addict, the homeless addict lifestyle, you know, like that's there. But there are people out there that literally have no other choice. It sucked them in. Like, my girl actually had a friend that died of heroin overdose. She'd been clean for like over a year and just relapsed one day and died. First time doing heroin again, she died. And her little son apparently was walking around the funeral, and the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life, the little son was walking around the funeral, like he's probably about less than 5 years old. Like, so my mommy's never coming home, and it's just like, oh man, just right in the feels, man, right in the feels. And that's just how serious that addiction is. Somebody will pick heroin over their own children. That's how bad it is. It's gotten to the point where, like, if I go to the doctors and they try to prescribe me anything besides for like a very strong NSAID, I'm not gonna take it unless I have no other options. Like, I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want anything to do with opioids or anything like that, because that's how a lot of people end up getting started, is, you know, prescription opioids, and like all of a sudden they're hooked and they can't do anything about it anymore. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have friends and family members that have overdosed or have struggled with addiction. It's real. It's a real problem. You're talking about an epidemic. Like, that's the epidemic that we really should be talking about. Not coronavirus. We should be talking about how heroin keeps on taking our family and our friends. I think we need to start executing heroin dealers, you know? Not the addicts, you know, leave the addicts alone. Like, give them to rehab, get them resources and whatnot. But take the dealers out, do some sort of like medieval execution of them. Take them out and put them in like one of those cages where like people used to get like strung up in public in like in a iron cage and just left to die of exposure. That's what we need to start doing to heroin dealers. Get their attention real quick. It would get my attention real quick, I'll tell you that much. I'm just sick of that shit taking my friends, you know? Like, it's always just taking my friends, you know? I will say I had one friend that actually wanted to be a heroin addict. Like, me and him got really into Nirvana and Kurt Cobain. We kind of idolized like that addict lifestyle, you know? We really did. I grew out of it. Like, I was more of a weed and beer kind of guy, and I ended up getting out of it way early on, and I never tried that junk, but he loved it, and he wanted that lifestyle. He wanted to be a junkie, and he got his wish. He became a junkie, and he ended up overdosing and dying. So did his wife. His kids are now orphans. R.I.P. Matt. I could probably do an entire vlog about the people that I know have done heroin and are no longer with us. I could most likely do an entire vlog about it. The saddest vlog ever, but I mean, I really could. So we're doing a little bit of exploring now. I always see this side road when I get off the freeway, but I don't know what's back here. I'm pretty sure it's like a school/church. I guess you would call it like a Catholic school maybe. And I know there's like a track and everything. Apparently it's closed. I need a track though. I need a track close. I've been doing a lot of like CrossFit workouts that require a track or some sort of level running field Everything by my house is like really like hilly and stuff, which makes for a good workout. But when you're trying to do like sprints and whatnot, it's actually kind of a pain in the ass. You just suck it up and just start doing sprints everywhere, I guess. Uphill, both ways. It's like March weather in May. Like, it's 70 degrees barely. It's got like a chill in the air. Weather's been awful this year. Man, between like this weather, this stay-at-home order, and everything else going on, like 2020 has been such a bad year so far. I'm trying to stay positive. There's always a silver lining, and the silver lining is that I've been working out like crazy, and I've actually started getting in a lot better shape. When I started this year, I was about 210 pounds. Now I'm about 200. I'm really like, I would really like to get down to like a fighting weight of about like 180, maybe 170 if I could. Like, that would be a huge thing if I can get down in the 170s. I've only been 170 like once since I've been an adult. I'm always kind of stocky, you know, I've always been a stockier guy. Been like a natural bench presser's body. That's kind of what I've always had, you know, like kind of like big up through the chest and back. You know, now I'm a little bit flabbier than I'd really like to be, but to be honest with you, I've always had that. So I'm like, I'm never going to be like 150 pounds. Like, I'm never going to be a bantamweight guy, but I mean, I definitely could be skinnier, which is the goal. The goal is to get lighter, have more energy, you know, enjoy life better. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you on that note. Please make sure to like and subscribe down below. Next video will be Topic Tuesday, or maybe a special video on Saturday. Maybe. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces!